Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Now in today's video, I'm going to be going over the 12 commandments of Jesus that you never knew about. All right, so in my latest video, I had mentioned the gospel of the Holy 12. And the Holy 12 is a representation of Yeshua's 12 commandments that he relayed to his disciples. Now we all know that Moses had his 10 commandments that he relayed to the people of Israel. But in this specific book, Yeshua had his own 12 commandments. He had his own commandments that he had came up with to relate to his disciples. And in this video, I'm going to be going over those 12 commandments. So let's not waste any time. Let's go ahead and get started. So the first commandment we got, ye shall not take away the life of any creature for your pleasure. Now, me personally, I'm not an animal civil rights activist. I'm not an animal rights activist in any way, shape, or form. But I believe it's important for us to take into consideration the animals, the creatures that are living amongst us. All right. In the gospel of the Holy 12, there are many instances and many stories where Yeshua actually cared for the animals. He actually rescued certain animals. He actually saved certain animals. He fed certain animals. You know, some of the people that were keeping, certain animals in cages, like keeping birds in cages and, using them for their own pleasure, for their own personal greed and satisfaction, and for money and things of that nature. And Yeshua came out of his way to actually help the animals, to release the animals, because we need to all understand that animals are God's creatures too. Everything is connected. God is in every single human being. God is in every single animal. God is inside everything, every living thing, from the humans, animals, rocks, the minerals, the trees, the plants, everything. Everything is connected. We all need to understand that. So we need to be, taking consideration about the animals that are on this planet, to always, care for the animals and things of that nature. All right. So the second commandment, ye shall not steal the goods of any. Now, this was mentioned in Moses' 10 commandments as well. All right. So this should be obvious, right? We shouldn't be stealing from one another. We shouldn't be stealing other people's possessions, money, clothes. And it doesn't have to be any physical possessions. It could be robbing people of their time, energy, creativity, happiness, and things of that nature. All right, and we should also not be accumulating land, buying unnecessary land, and buying, all these riches if it's not necessary. All right, I remember I was watching a Tupac interview during my lifetime, and he had mentioned that, we have these people who are, wealthy and, have all these riches. They buy all this land, they buy these mansions, and have all this empty space, having all these empty rooms in these mansions. But there's people out there starving, people out there with no place to live, no food to eat and things like that. So it should be obvious. We shouldn't be stealing from one another. We should always be considerate, be kind, not stealing from anybody's, whether that be possessions, energy, time, emotions, and things of that nature. So the third commandment, ye shall not eat the flesh. Now I know what y'all thinking, especially for my black people out there. No meat? No chicken? Are you serious? I used to be the same way. I'm guilty of it. I'll admit I'm guilty of it. I used to be one of those type of people who would say, I can't see myself going without meat. I can't see myself going without chicken, steak, seafood, all the different types of seafood. I've been the one to say this, but just one day out of my life, it just came into my heart, it came into my spirit, and I didn't have to think about it. I just stopped altogether. I just stopped eating meat altogether. And as of right now, I have eliminated meat altogether in my diet. So, we've been so programmed and so, so used to eating all types of meat and things of that nature, with all the different restaurants, serving meat and things like that. But we have to realize that the human body is not designed to eat meat. The human body is not designed to consume meat. All right, we've been programmed to think that way, but we're not supposed to be eating meat. especially for black people out there. We are not supposed to be eating meat. The human body is not designed to eat meat. The human body is not designed to consume any type of meat. All right, so we need to realize that we need to, eliminate meat altogether. That's why I've been converted over to a plant-based diet now. So if you're a person who's been thinking about, going to a plant-based diet, it's not gonna be easy at first. It's not gonna be easy eliminating meat altogether. But we need to start, taking things slow, just like with anything in life, anything that we're doing. We need to take things slow, go at a slow and steady rate, and eventually you'll be able to eliminate from your diet altogether. So try to eliminate meat out of your diet, because we are not designed to consume and eat meat. All right, we are not carnivores. We are herbivores. We're supposed to be eating the fruits and the plants of the world. And by doing that, we are able to live a longer life, because especially nowadays, like with the fake meat, the GMO meat, the meat made in the labs, meat causes all types of diseases and cancers and causes ailments within the body. All right, so we need to think about our health, think about the foods that we eat, so we can live a long, prosperous life. I know y'all want to live a long, prosperous life, right? So always, think in the now. How will my health look in the future by what I'm doing now? Because your present decisions dictate your future outcomes. So always think in the present moment and do the things today in the present moment. So forth, you will be able to change the outcomes in the future. All right, because your present decisions dictate your future outcomes. So always think about that. Keep that in the back of your mind. So the fourth commandment, ye shall not make impure marriages where love and health are not. So Yeshua, with this commandment, he's stating that we should not be making impure marriages. We should not be getting married for superficial reasons. We should be getting married. Two people are supposed to come together in love and harmony. All right, we shouldn't be getting married, to do this certain thing, to getting married just to have sex, or getting married for any type of superficial reasons. Two people, a man and a woman, is supposed to come together and get married out of love and harmony for each other. They're supposed to love each other and have respect for each other. And they need to have that divine love under the umbrella of God. All right, so we shouldn't be making any type of impure marriages, marry each other for the wrong reasons, because it's just going to go downhill and go in a spiral loop in the long run. So if you're planning on getting married, if you found the love of your life, make sure that you truly want to be together. Make sure that you truly love each other in the utmost way. All right. So the fifth commandment, ye shall not bear false witness against any. Now this was another commandment that was within Moses' 10 commandments. All right, so we shouldn't be bearing false witness against anybody. We shouldn't be accusing someone of doing wrong when they haven't done wrong. We shouldn't be accusing of someone who has, done right, but we accuse them of doing wrong. All right, so always, have respect for other people, have respect for yourself by not accusing somebody of doing something that they haven't done, basically. So the sixth commandment, ye shall not do unto others as ye would not that others should do unto you. Now, if you want to have a positive life, if you want other people to treat you with respect, treat you with kindness, treat you with happiness, you need to show forth and to show those attributes and those necessary actions towards others. All right, if you want somebody to have respect for you, you need to have respect for that person back. All right, if you're constantly disrespecting people, or if you're in a negative mood, or if you're in a negative light, treating other people with disrespect and things of that nature, then that's what's going to come back to you. All right, what you reap is what you sow. So if you want to have respect in this world, show that same respect towards others as well. So the seventh commandment, ye shall worship one eternal, the Father, Mother of heaven. Now, what Yeshua is saying here is we should only be worshiping one eternal, one source, one creator, which is God. All right, within the many different ancient religions and things of that nature, and in the religions present within today, we have certain people who worship different deities, different gods, and things of that nature. But in my belief, in my opinion, we should all be worshiping the one eternal, the one Lord, the one creator, whatever you want to call him, the Father and Mother of heaven. Now, I've always believed that, most of the time we reference God as He or the Father. Now, I believe that God is the Father and the Mother. God is our Father and our Mother. All right, so God is not man, God is not a male, and God is not a female, but God is both intertwined. God is both. God contains the masculine and the feminine, just like us, because we are manifestations of God. We are, 3D manifestations of God having a human experience. So God is our Father and God is our Mother as well. God is the Father, Mother of all. All right, we should only be worshiping one God, one eternal, all right, one source, one spirit, the great spirit. So the eighth commandment, ye shall revere your fathers and mothers on earth. Now, some of these commandments that Yeshua has are very similar or the same in regards to Moses' commandments. And this one is included too. So we should all be respecting our mother and father on earth. We should all be respecting the righteous teachers on earth. All right, because our fathers and our mothers, even though they're not perfect, nobody is perfect on this planet. No human is perfect on this planet. But our fathers and our mothers care for us. All right, the ones that do care for us, we should show respect towards them every single day. All right, not just on, Mother's Day and Father's Day, but we should always be, respecting our parents. We should always be celebrating our parents each and every day. We should always be, thankful and blessed that we have parents who love us and who care for us and things of that nature. So always have respect for your parents. Always show love towards your parents, because, your parents won't always be here for the rest of your life. We all come and go. We all pass away. So always have that intimate bond. Always have that intimate relationship with your parents, because they could be gone, at any day, at any time. So give love to your parents, hug your parents, kiss your parents, tell your parents that you love them, all right? Because they will greatly appreciate it. So always show love towards your parents. So the ninth commandment, ye shall cherish and protect the weak and the oppressed. Now, we always see, people struggling, people going through things, whether that be, on the news or on social media or just out in the open. We always see things going on, in different countries or around the world. We see the weak, we see the oppressed. And we should always have love and compassion for anybody that's struggling in the world. People that are suffering, people that are in pain, people that are in turmoil. We should always help out in any way we can, donating to different organizations, donating money to different, the homeless shelters, the different non-profits and things like that. Just always, be lending a helping hand to someone. Always lending a helping hand, always showing love and helping other people who are in less fortunate situations. All right, because a lot of people are suffering in this world. A lot of people are going through down times, bad times, going through difficult times. So we should always take the time to think about other people who are not in the best situations, right? Because we are blessed. All of you, any of you that are watching this video, you are blessed. You are blessed enough to even watch this YouTube video. We are blessed to be in these shelters, in these houses, having a roof over our head, having food to eat, things like that. And most people don't have that opportunity. Most people are, struggling. Most people are, especially these people in these third world countries, they're going through it. So we should always, keep that in the back of our minds. Always think, you could be in that situation. We all could be in that situation. But we are blessed enough to be able to live prosperly, have our health, have the, opportunities that we have, things like that. So always, give a helping hand. Always think about the people. Always think about the, the weak and the oppressed, and help out in any way you can. So the 10th commandment, ye shall work with your hands the things that are good and seemly. Now, anything that we're doing in life, whether we're working on our job, whether we're working towards our purpose, or just anything, we should always be doing positive things, always doing, working with our hands in a positive manner, right? Doing the things that you love to do in a positive way. So we should stray away from things that are going to get us in trouble, things that are, leading us down a dark path, a dark, narrow path. So we should always be, always in being involved with things that are going to benefit us in the long run, doing things that are going to help us mentally, physically, spiritually, and emotionally. So always, in all positive regards, in all positive aspects of your life, work with your hands that are leading towards growth and development in your life. So always be in go mode. Always, work towards your goals, any type of goals that you have. Just always better yourself every single day and to always work smarter, not harder. All right. So do the things, work with your hands that are leading towards a positive growth, a positive spike in your life. All right. So the 11th commandment, ye shall purify yourselves daily and rest the 7th day from labor. Now, we should always be purifying ourselves every single day. Always take the time to have a close relationship with your higher self. Have a closer relationship with God. All right. Instead of coming home from work, watching TV, eating, being indulged in your pleasures all day, take the time to sit intimately with yourself. Have conversations with yourself. Have conversations with God. Having conversations with your inner self. Meditating, praying, reading books. Doing things that are going to help you in all the aspects, mentally, physically, spiritually, financially, and all the above. All right, and then we should always rest on the 7th day. Rest on the Sabbath day, and have the Sabbath day as a day to have a relationship with God. To rest on the Sabbath day and to also have an intimate relationship with God. Take that time out to, have a relationship with God, get to know God a little bit more and things of that nature. Because we're always, indulging in our pleasures, always sitting up watching Netflix or watching YouTube, watching Hulu, eating all day. But we should always take the time to purify ourselves, from a long day of work. Always purify ourselves, strengthen our spirit and things of that nature. And always rest on the Sabbath day and to take some time to have conversation with God and to have a close, intimate relationship with the Most High. And the 12th and final commandment, ye shall do unto others as ye would that others should do unto you. So basically with the other commandment, ye shall not do unto others as ye would not that others should do unto you. If you want to have positivity flowing through your life, if you want to have positive interactions, if you want to have more smiles and more positive communications with other people and life treating you in a positive manner, you should always be springing forth positivity, always showing love, always, communicating the right things, speaking to, your neighbor, your brother, your sister, your mother, daughter, whoever it is. Always be a positive person. Always speak positivity. Always, treat somebody how you want to be treated. All right. If you treat this person with respect, that person's going to treat you with the same respect. All right. That positivity starts to come back to you. All right. So always treat people with kindness, treat people with respect, show love, always be showing love. Be an example of God because God is love, right? So always, develop yourself and show love to everybody around you, and you will get that same respect in return. Because I know all of us want respect, right? We all want respect in our lives. So always show respect towards others, and they will show the same respect towards you. All right, treat people how you want to be treated. All right, so this is Yeshua's 12 commandments that you need to know that you never knew about. All right. It should not take away the life of any creature for your pleasure. Ye shall not steal the goods of any. Ye shall not eat the flesh. Ye shall not make impure marriages where love and health are not. Ye shall not bear false witness against any. Ye shall not do unto others as ye would not that others should do unto you. Ye shall worship one eternal, the Father, Mother of heaven. Ye shall revere your fathers and mothers on earth. Ye shall cherish and protect the weak and the oppressed. Ye shall work with your hands the things that are good and seemly. Ye shall purify yourselves daily and rest the seventh day from labor. And ye shall not do unto others. Ye shall do unto others as ye would that others should do unto you. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. Hopefully these 12 commandments from Yeshua will give you another perspective on life to always, show love towards the things, with Mother Earth, with God, people around you. Hopefully this sheds some light on yourself. Hopefully this makes you look at the world in a totally different light, makes you look at people in a totally different light, makes you look at the animals just all around you, because we're all interconnected. Everything is connected on this planet. All right, everything is under the universal law of love, under the universal law of God. All right, so take these commandments in consideration and utilize these in your life to become a better person. All right, so till next time, and always remember, all power resides from within, and always keep the faith, because God and the universe is always working for you. Take care, guys, and God bless.